What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about some crypto news. There's been some massive move made by Crypto.com. A huge venture capital firm have started raising funds for crypto investments and a Nasdaq listing. Crypto continues to go mainstream. Things are looking very, very positive. So I want to get into all of that. Before I do, as always, I update the spreadsheet. These are just the first 26 coins I've spoken about on the channel. Coins that I held. If you invested $100 into each one when I released the videos and you're still holding all that crypto, you can profit for a little over 38 grand. These are not the coins I hold anymore. If you want to see exactly what I hold, you can come check out Copy My Crypto. It's where I share every coin I buy, every coin I sell the moment I do. One thing I do reiterate consistently as well, at the moment for everyone, is build your coins. Build your list of coins that you're super, super, super bullish on. Because a bear cycle will kick in at some point. And while it may not be necessarily the depth that we've seen of previous ones, it will still be deep, and there'll be opportunities to find cryptos that are hugely undervalued, that if they're hitting their long-term goals, they're building good partnerships, they can hit 50 to 100x, and those gains can be life-changing for people. So keep an eye, build that spreadsheet however you want to do it. If you're a writer, if you like writing, do that. I'm a nerd, I like a spreadsheet, so I do that. And if you want to see the coins that I'm really super excited about, then you can come check out Copy My Crypto. When a bear cycle fully kicks in, I will be sharing them with everyone and tracking their movements, tracking their partnerships and their target meeting. Yeah, so click the link in the description, check it out. Right, let's start with the Nasdaq listing. Japanese crypto exchange Coincheck is eyeing a US listing via a 1.25 billion SPAC deal. Fairly massive. So Coincheck is a Tokyo-based crypto exchange, and they announced yesterday that it has agreed to go public in the US by merging with special purpose acquisition company Thunder Bridge Capital Partners. The deal was valued at around $1.25 billion. Coincheck is a subsidiary of Monex Group, and is expected to list on the Nasdaq Global Select Market when the transaction closed in the second half of 2022. The combined entity will receive $237 million in cash held in Thunderbridge Capital Partners Trust. The transaction will allow Coincheck to expand its business in Japan and overseas, the crypto marketplace said. Of course, that's logical and that's sensible. Coincheck markets itself as one of Japan's largest multi-crypto marketplaces and digital asset exchange. They said it serves 1.5 million or 1.5 million verified customers, which accounts for 28% of Japan's 5.5 million crypto owners. The exchange handled about $100 million worth of spot trades of digital assets in the past 24 hours. So they're doing decent volume, nothing like what we're seeing with Coinbase or KuCoin or anything like that. But 100 million is nothing to sniff at. Now, Coincheck did end up being a victim of a massive hack when the firm reported that about $500 million worth of digital coins were stolen from its platform in 2018. Later the same year, Coincheck was acquired by the Monex Group. Now, this is obviously a big deal because, again, it's another crypto firm going live on the Nasdaq. So it just shows the strength of this industry. More and more of these companies can go public because the appeal for crypto is becoming more mainstream. Interestingly as well, I didn't actually cover this yesterday. Japan's Virtual and Crypto Assets Exchange Association is like a body that consists of 31 exchanges. And what they said yesterday is that they're planning to exclude around 18 crypto tokens from the approval process. So what this means is there's not the same level of screening to list these coins on exchanges. So among the candidates are obviously the popular assets, Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and Litecoin, and another 14. At least. I'm sure they're sort of narrowing down the list to 218. They've probably got a list of 20 or 30, I imagine. But yeah, they're trying to remove that sort of lengthy screening process, because that's sort of one of the biggest problems for exchanges, particularly ones overseas, is they've got far longer screening processes before a crypto can be listed. So it'll be interesting to see how that impacts those top assets. Or certainly, it probably won't necessarily impact them in terms of price, but what it probably will do is impact the trading volume for the 31 exchanges in Japan. So, a really interesting one. The next one is Katie Horn, who was a clerk for a US Supreme Justice, Anthony Kennedy. She has now launched a VC. So she's launched a crypto fund. Now this is fairly massive, because she worked at Andreessen Horowitz, and through Andreessen Horowitz she obviously garnered a huge understanding of crypto. She's now branched out, launched her own firm named Horn Ventures. Horn and a team of 8 others so far have raised $1.5 billion. So this is one of the biggest debut venture funds raised by any woman. Horn Ventures is focused on Web3 companies, which will be underpinned by, of course, crypto. A third of the fund raised will go towards early stage companies, and the remaining $1 billion will be part of an acceleration fund. So she is very, very bullish on Web3. So she's looking at strengthening her hand in that field. And by doing so, obviously, and setting up a fund, there's going to be there's going to certainly end up being a lot of people that want to follow what's happening there. Because, Andreessen Horowitz has done very, very well with early crypto investments. So if she was a part of that, this could have massive, massive success as well. But it's going to be looking at crypto, NFTs, everything. So it's a very, very interesting one. And to be fair, she's been fully interviewed on Wired, so it's worth having a look. Because they've spoken about, obviously, the growth of the sector in the past sort of few years as well. Along with, why she believes that crypto is only going to grow over time. So it's worth a read. It's definitely worth a read. But again, it's $1.5 billion more going into the crypto market, allocated to go into the crypto market. So yeah, again, strong moves in and around crypto. And the final one is Crypto.com. Again, a huge move from Crypto.com. They've nabbed the World Cup sponsorship. Now, I know in America the World Cup is less of a big deal, but fundamentally around the World Cup is the biggest sporting event. It just is, right? So they are going to be an official sponsor of the FIFA World Cup. That happens in Qatar this year. I think it starts in November. Or December, November. Crypto.com CMO. So no sport brings the world together like football, and no sporting event brings the world together the way FIFA World Cup does. Couldn't agree more. Everyone will be watching it. Hell, when I was a kid and the FIFA World Cup was on in Brazil, the classes stopped and they put on the matches in the middle of class. It's awesome. So Crypto.com made headlines in November. Obviously, acquired the naming rights to the Staples Center in LA. They obviously were advertising. They've made massive moves in terms of advertising throughout the year as well. Hiring Matt Damon as the sort of spokesperson. I think they did have a Super Bowl. I think they had a Super Bowl commercial. Just again, really, really strong moves. The exchange said in a press release yesterday that it serves more than 10 million customers worldwide and over 4,000 employees across America, Europe, and Asia. So they continue to make really strong moves where they realize exposure is key. Exposure is key. The more exposure that they get, the more successful that they will be. The more users they will get, the more fees they can take, everything else. But massive news, because this is going to be, again, globally seen by billion-plus people, because that's what happens for the FIFA World Cup. So huge news. And they didn't share their prices. Do you notice that? So, guys, let me know in the comments. What do you think? Do you think Crypto.com, do you think their native token can rally like mad off of this? Do you think they're going to end up being one of the top or one of the biggest exchanges? That's a real question. You know, long term, they're looking at becoming the exchange. And to be fair, they've got the best name, Crypto.com. Because right now, obviously, Binance leads the way. FTX has certainly got some very strong partnerships and very strong advertising campaigns that they've been doing along with their own arena. But do you think Crypto.com can crack the top 10? Do you think Crypto.com can challenge Binance down the line? And I'm not saying in this year, obviously not this year. Binance is so ahead. But let's say in the next 5 years, does anyone, let me know, does anyone believe Crypto.com could challenge Binance within the next 5 years? Let me know in the comments. As always, guys, subscribe, like the video, please. Subscribe, hit that bell notification so you know when I'm releasing a video. And, you know, it makes me happy. Make me happy. It's always nice. Do a good thing. And that's it. If you're new to crypto, come check out Copy My Crypto. Even if you've been in crypto a while, you're not happy with the balance of your portfolio, you're not happy with how you're going to move in the sort of uncertainty of the markets, then you can see exactly what I'm doing. You can see what I've been buying. You can see which coins I'm ready to release if things go bullish, bearish, and how I'm adapting my portfolio. If you want to know those things and you want to see get yourself a bit of guidance, then you can do that by seeing exactly what I do. The link is in the description. Anyway, take it easy. Bye-bye.